Right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for today. Well, I'll just leave this music in background and we can talk about a little bit about the administration. So basically, you may receive the marking on Sunlen for your assignment 1 and 2 without someone talking on the WhatsApp group. MS chain link. Okay. For some of you may have already received the marking on Sunlen, but you got only 1 or 0 for your assignment 2, for your assessment 1, 1.1 and 1.2. That's fine. That doesn't mean you failed, please. That means 1 means I have received, and 0 means I haven't received the submission. Just as simple as that. And for Schema student, I will send up a group email. I don't know if you received that or not. Please just let me know. Basically testing that the group meeting function is okay. And right, we come back to our today's business. We don't have too much time to waste. You always may. Let me just close this music. Right. Okay. The band is called penicillin in English, as it very obvious suggests. It's the name of the band. It's a Chinese band. I pretty much like them. Okay, we have 2 things to cover today. First, we are going to do some recap on the pinyin we have learned from lesson 1. And second, we're going to introduce some new initial and finals. Okay, won't be too much, don't worry. Let's try to read this together. Okay, just to refresh your memory. Repeat after me. Please, I emphasize many times, make sure you read them out loud, no matter wherever you are. Or o, doesn't matter. I, U, Ü, I, A, O, An, N, Yin, Ang, Ying, Ong, Bo, Po, Mo, Fu, De, Te, Ne, Le, Ge, Ke, He. Okay. Speaking about that, particularly the initial part, I listened to some of your assignment. I was quite surprised. I didn't expect you could do that so well. I suspect many of you have done Chinese in your high school already or somewhere else. But there's a common mistake that the length, the value for 1 syllable, for 1 name of this letter, bo, po, you can think it as long as a semi-breve. If you play pianos, slightly shorter than that, a half note, right, in American terms. Because I heard some of you just read it as a b, p, m, f, which is not right. Okay, you need to pronounce it out 4 lengths, right? And in a determined way. Bo, po, mo, fu is quite important because it will it's lay the foundations for the later pronunciations when you're actually going to speak Chinese out. and we'll try to speak as native as we could. So when my ideal situation is when you talk about the Chinese, and the Chinese people won't discover you are a foreigner if they don't see your face. Okay. Now let's do this in the Chinese way. Repeat after me. Make sure you speed them out loud. Loud, please, and faster. 啊喔一乌鱼儿 I A O O N N 英 ong 波坡摸 佛的特呢了个可呵 Okay, we continue. 波啊巴坡哦抛的了一里的安丹个恩跟应风特昂汤可爱开飞了奥捞特欧偷呢安南么阿妈和奥好么应明特阿他的一地了乌鲁了鱼驴不乌不了爱来和安汉一乌鱼 Okay, there's a tone sandy here. When the u comes together with a e with a y in English, this u actually pronounced the yu. Or you can think it is yu yu, but those two dots are omitted. We'll explain that later with other tone sandies. Don't worry. Le ong long, not long. Ne ying ning ke an kan me yi mi pe ying ping pe ang pang he ai hai ke a ka. Second time, Chinese speed. 八抛的里丹跟应风汤开飞老头南马好明他的鲁女不来汉语龙宁 I almost pronounced long. Okay. 看米乒乓海卡 Hi. That's quite a warm up. We continue. Kai with the tones. Okay, let's do the full tones for each single of them. Kai, 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 kai. Bu, 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 bu. Please all read them out loud. That's very important at the beginning. Bao, 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 bao. Ting, 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 ting. Dong, 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 dong. Fo, 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 fo. Te, 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 te. Ke, 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 ke. Nin, 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 nin. Remember our first tone with a flat note, second reading up, third go down first and coming back, four with a very determination, right? Ho, 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 ho. Nu, 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 nu. Tan, 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 tan. Kang, 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 kang. Hen, 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 hen. Bo, 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 bo. Heng, 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 heng. Hao, 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 hao. Han, han, 喊汉吁鱼雨玉鹰迎影应难难难难。Great. Now let's try to read those. They're giving the tone marks on each. Repeat after me. Make sure you read them out loud. 开不包听懂否特克您后女谈弩谈康很波横好汉语英难。Right. We do the same thing, just please unmute yourself if you have any question and speak out. Because I'm a full screen, I won't be able to see your hands up, even though you do so. Okay, we learned basically several characters from lesson 1. Let's just have a quick look on those as well. Make sure you don't forget. Make sure you're not forgetting. The most simple, the easiest one, 你好, 你好, right? As a greetings and hello. 您 is a polite form of 你. And we learned how to count the numbers as 0 meaning 0, 1 means 1, 2 means 2, 5 means 5, 8 means 8. And how to write them are pretty much simple. And we learned 2 supplementary vocabularies. One is 你们. By adding 们 behind the personal pronoun, you make the personal pronoun from singular to plural. Okay. For example, 你们 means you in plural, 我们 means we, I in plural, which is we, and 他们 means he or she in plural means they. By adding 们, this very 们, behind the personal pronoun 你我他, you make them from the singular to plural. We'll see that continuously repeatedly later. And we learned how to address a teacher, which means 老师. Well, in China, the convention is student will call teacher 老师. Still now, if you are in the university, they would call the teacher professor, the 教授, but it depends on you. 老 actually literally means old. 师 means master. So this is literally means the old master. Okay. How do you greeting to each other? We say hello to each other. Okay. And when students say 老师好, and 老师 will say student good, which is 同学好. But as we are not going to use this, so I will leave it. We continue to lesson 2 today. Which country are you from? And before we get into the text, we will first get ourselves familiar with those initials and finals. Now let's listen to the sound check. I want to say that again, all those sound checks, for those who was not here previously, all those sound checks are on silent. Right? 1 hour a day study Chinese is not enough, so please make sure you download those. Audio ECC Elementary Comprehensive Course 1, and those are numbered according to the number of those sound checks. You need to download them, listen to them, and practice with it. And all our textbook are here in PDF format, right? You're going to print it, you need to print them out anyway, so it's maybe cheaper to get a book, but that's your own choice. Now let's listen to those part. I'm going to play the soundtrack for those part 2 to 5, and let's just listen for the first time.
语音知识
1. 声母和韵母。声母2，知、吃、诗、日、滋、呲、思。
Right, getting a little bit difficult. The part 2 we learned. Right? Now let's just listen to them again.
音知识
1. 声母和韵母。声母2，知、吃、诗、日、滋、呲、思。
Okay, so the trick of this is you could think these are something spelled after together with a E, right? If you're adding E behind those, it would be easier for you to understand how to pronounce them is. For those who wasn't here previously, those things in bracket are called the International Phonetic Alphabetic. Unless you're going to study the general linguistic, you don't need to worry about them. Now let's try to read them together. Repeat after me. 知 知 知 吃 吃 吃 诗 诗 诗 日 日 This might be the difficult one. R, r, r. Use the first part of your tone. R. Z. Z like in Z, 0. Z. C. C. S. S. Right. Mute you again. Someone say 吃 and 吃 sound so similar. Well, you could think in a different way. For example, you think English. Let's think English and other languages. Chow, we don't say xiao, right? Soak, we don't say silk. Ci and si, ci and si, ci and si. Let's read them again. 知 知 知 吃 吃 吃 吃 诗. Actually, the common mistake will be 诗 and 思. Well, though they sound very, very different, but when you actually see those pinyin yourself, you probably will forget how those things different to each other. 诗 and 思, 吃 and 呲, 知 and 滋, 日, 知 滋 吃 呲 诗思日 is a retroflex song with a schwa that Beijing people use a lot. We'll discuss that later. Let's read them together. 知吃诗 zi ci si日 知吃诗 zi ci si日 Not only in Taiwan, they don't really pronounce the zhi and the chi. In most of the southern part of China, just like I said, not all the Italian people can pronounce r. It's not they don't want, it's they can't. Generically, I assume. Right. And we come to the finals part. Now let's listen to the recording together. Just listen.
韵母2，哇、窝、歪、微、弯、温、汪、翁。
Again.
母2，哇、窝、歪、微、弯、温、汪、翁。
This is pretty simple, just to spell them together. The only part is you may help you. You can think about that you spell them with a W, if your mother language is English, right? You just spell them together. There's a missing W in front. I know for some of you that's difficult to pronounce something that's starting from not a consonant but a vowel, but think there's a W there. So we learned a, 我俄一无语 right? Just a 哇哇哇哇哇窝窝窝窝歪歪歪歪微微微微弯弯弯弯温温汪汪翁翁。What are those two in the circle that are bracket? Ua can be written as ui, we. They are the same thing, and you will see in the real life scenario, people don't read we, people just read we, and un can be written un together, not un. Right. Now let's read this. Repeat after the recordings, please.
韵母2，哇、窝、歪、微、弯、温、汪、翁。
Right, easy. We discussed the four tones last week, and I said that there's another tone mark. Well, there's no mark on that, which is a neutral tone. 汉语里, Hanyu, the Chinese called Hanyu because Chinese called themselves Han people. Han is a majority ethnic group of China, occupied around 94%, which is 1.3 billion. 汉语语 language tones 然后汉语里有些音节不带声调。The neutral tone is pronounced lightly and briefly. There's no tone marks 不带，念得很轻 light 很短 short 拼写时不标声调 no marks。这样的音节叫轻声，例如爸爸 Look at the second bar. The original pinyin for Baba. Baba means dead. The original pinyin for Ba should be Ba, 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 the fourth tone. But because they repeat themselves together, the second one, you will see this situation when the character repeats itself, duplicates itself. The second one is normally pronounced in the neutral way. So to soften the tone, Baba, Mama. You can hear the difference between Ba, Ba, Baba, Mama, Mama. Right? Remember those pinyin systems were borrowed. Right? Were borrowed from the Latinized language. So it may be maybe not 100% accurate to describe what Chinese phonetic really are. So this is just because we gave this character a pinyin, and in the real life practice, people don't say in that way. So there's some irregularities, and those are the tone sandies we're going to discover later. In essence, the neutral tone is one of the tone sandies, but appears so often, so we say there are 5 tones. One is a neutral tone. Even though I see the question, even though they can be written differently, are they still pronounced the same? What are you talking about? Which are pronounced the same? I hear some sound. Oh, that's my Siri, sorry. No, Siri, stop. We and we, yes, they're written differently, they pronounce the same, yes. Correct. We and when are pronounced the same, they are written differently. Actually, people never use this full form of wu a together. We always write in this way, wu yi, and we never use wu en. We just write wu en. You will very rare to see those two. This slide just trying to introduce you where they originally come from. So in the later stage, when you see them, you will know, okay, that is how it's pronounced. Okay. Oh, that music was nice. Okay, we can listen to that later. Okay, this part of the combination of initials and finals 2. This is part of your assignment number 2. By the way, I'm giving you those assignments in the first day, right? So you should have enough time. I really don't want to hear that I don't have enough. Oh, that person who already submitted, well done. So there are the same assignment. Assignment 2.1, the character press sheet. This one learned already. The due date is midnight Sunday, Sunday. And the 2.2 is record yourself, the same thing with those 3 slides. The due night is Sunday, 28th of March, and the midnight. You have 5 days and 9 hours to do that. Okay. Now let's try to read this combination of initials and finals. Slide 2. 之一 repeat after me. 知乌啊抓 right 知乌啊抓 知窝 what's that 捉 知乌哀 摘 right you can do that, just trust your own instinct. 9 after 10 times you are right. 知微追 知微追 you see here they don't even write a why Okay, I give up. But you know what I mean. Right? Okay, here you go. 知微追，知弯专，知温尊，知汪庄。Nothing exists at the end of this. Doesn't mean we can't pronounce, we can't spell them out. We can 知温庄, but there's no character refers to that pinyin. 吃一吃吃窝戳 right? 吃歪吃歪揣吹吹吃弯穿春春吃汪窗湿衣湿 remember this 知吃湿日之吃湿 right 湿蛙刷湿窝说湿歪衰衰衰湿弯栓湿温孙湿汪双日一日日窝若 What is the nature of those spelling out together? Actually, you read them and put them together, but read it in a faster way. If we are in the slow-mo, those will be how we spell them, right? 日窝若 And if you say faster, you will get 若日微瑞日温润滋一滋滋窝作滋微追滋弯钻吃一吃吃窝搓刺微催吃弯川吃温春湿衣湿湿窝缩湿微虽湿弯 You can do that. 酸孙孙 Okay, second time. Semi-Chinese speed. 知抓捉拽追专尊装吃戳揣吹穿春窗湿刷说衰衰栓孙双日若瑞润滋作追钻吃搓催穿村思缩虽酸孙 Third time. Follow Chinese speed. Can do that. Repeat after me. Say them out loud, please. 支持是日子此思抓刷捉戳说若作错说拽摔拽揣摔追吹水瑞追催虽钻穿栓尊窜酸尊春顺润村孙庄窗双 Okay, I hope you're still alive. Now let's practice them with dead already, so I'm talking to the ghost. Can pronounce the Z line again. Okay, let's do that. Z, Z我若，日为瑞，日文润。Good. Okay. Now let's look at them with the tone mark together. Obviously, repeat after me. 中，中，中，中。遮，遮，遮，这。车，扯，扯，撤。吃，迟，尺，赤。书，数，数，数。说，说，所，硕。水，水，水，睡。诗，时，始，是。日，日，日，日。热，惹，惹，热。容，容，容，容。滋，子，子，字。早，早，早，造。作，左，左，做。词，词，此，次。三，散，散，散。思，死，死，是。There's one question, which other sound we read it out in the assignment? That doesn't matter, your own choice. All your assignments are designed to help you to practice. Those assignments are the way that I show you how you should practice at this stage. Please don't think it as a part that you're going to get a mark, okay? Which will make it difficult. If you think this is how you should practice in any way, it make it easier a little bit. Now, who wants to read this? Let's try the first line. Anyway, anyone?
Maybe.
Ed? Correct. Very good. Second line, someone else?
I can try.
Ed?
是
吃车
车
Good. That make it clear. 车
车
Very good. Third line, anyone? Anyone else? Just unmute yourself.
She, shu, shou, shui.
Good. The last one is very clear. Repeat me with the first. Shi,
Shi,
shi.
shi,
Right. So those two are the same, just a different tones, right? Shi, wu, shu,
u, shu,
shu.
shu,
Okay. Shi, wu, shuo.
shuo,
The last one you did correct. Shui.
shui.
Good. Thank you. Next one. Try it out, guys.
I can try.
Okay.
Je,
Good. Good.
jeune,
Good. Very good. Perfect. Just as the second one, you know, just thinking, right, your ex-boyfriend is in front of you and you want to beat him. Je. Good. Don't hesitate about the full stop.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next slide.
rỡ, dạo,左, tuổi.
Very good. Just the first one. 字
字,
字
字,
早
早,
做
左,
嘴
嘴.
Perfect. Thank you. Next slide.
zan.
Thank you. You pick up the most difficult one. 词
ci,
四
si,
词
ci,
四
si,
Good. 三
san.
Correct. Thank you. Now let's all read this out together. Repeat after me. 知这中吃车诗是书说水日热人字早做嘴词四三 Very good. I see there's a question about the zhong. It's not about there's no nasal sounds. It's just because I didn't emphasize. Zhong. That's correct. Thank you. Okay, those are actual words that do exist, and let's try to read them together. Repeat after me. 汉语知道老师 means we just saw that teachers, right? 看书 Thank you. 日本生词上课早上You hear how I try to not emphasize by emphasizing those, all right? 早上 It's not that exaggerated when Chinese people normally say that. I'm just exaggerating for you to understand the difference. Normally people will say 早上 but not like 早上。吃饭。长城。长城。Now let's read the last slide together. Repeat after me. Make sure you do read them out loud. We're still at the stage that we're trying to get the oh, we skipped the line. Oh, 喝水. Thank you. 喝水. 汉字. 汉字. Neutral tone is not an echo. You still need to pronounce that. You pronounce that as the first tone, but lighter than first tone. Lighter and shorter than first tone. Okay. Now let's read the last slide together. Repeat after me. Read them out loud. 中国. Let's guess. 中国. Which country do you think that is? 中国. China.
China.
中 means middle, 国 means country. So China literally means the country that stays in the middle of the word. So in the ideology of the, our ancestors' mind, everywhere but China were barbarian. Only China is a middle word. 长城, the Great Wall. 长城. 俄罗斯. This is the name of a country, right? Which country do you think this is? 俄罗斯. Okay, that's Russia. This is very obvious. 哈萨克斯坦. You don't know this country? Oh, shame. 哈萨克斯坦. There are in the Middle East Asia, there are a lot of countries named and as Stan. 哈萨克斯坦. Right? 蒙古. Which country do you think this will be? Kazakhstan, correct. 蒙古. Mongolia. Right? Mongolia is a country. Inner Mongolia is a province of China. 美国. Which country do you think this one is? That's the United States of America. Literally means the beauty country. 美 means pretty beautiful. 法国. Well, you should know which country this one is. Correct. Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
比利时. Belgium. Thank you. 日本. Japan. 日 means the sun. 日本 literally means where the sun rises. Okay, why so? Because they are located in the eastern part of China, and the sun shines them first, then come to China. 埃塞俄比亚. This sounds a little bit similar to this name. 埃塞俄比亚. Ethiopia, correct. Finland. Well, this is very Finland, thank you. Right, I have a 2 clip on Sanlen. Learn Chinese words, countries, how to say your nationality in Chinese. Please just watch them when you have time, and I have a very fun video for you to watch as well. I put it on our Teams here. Yeah, this one. Okay, this funny people. He speaks very good Chinese. How do you say South Africa? Very good question. We have to learn that. 南非 Nan means south, Zud. Fei means Africa. So this is literally South Africa. Nan Fei. Nan Fei. Right. If you pay attention, you will notice in Mulan, the emperor calls China Middle Kingdom, correct? All right. That YouTube is funny. Well, there's a lot of funny YouTubers who live in China. That's we will discover more later. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. And you can start to do your assignment. You know, just please don't wait until the next night before the submission. You will drive yourself crazy. As I said, those are the exercises that you use daily, right, for you to improve. So don't think that as a marking gaining thing. That's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. 再见. Bye for now.
再见，谢谢。
再见. Bye bye.
再见。
再见.